Right, this is my Christmas vignette, and it hasn't been performed on the radio before. And this came out of a workshop with Pete Maguire, who is an excellent poet who lives in Lewes. And he's a very good facilitator as well, giving a plug for Pete Maguire. So this one came out of his workshop at Evolution a couple of years ago. And it's called Bozo. Pete Maguire from Dublin sat with his loyal best friend Bozo on the pavement outside Bewley's Tea Room in the heart of Dublin, the city of James Joyce. Bozo was a brown and beige basset hound with a long tongue. He loved to lick the hand of every passer-by who patted his head. His brown, silky, floppy ears almost touched the ground, as did his sausage-esque underbelly. He would silently plead to the punters with his expressive eyes to buy a copy of The Big Issue. Woof, woof, he would utter. The punters would stare, mesmerised, and automatically buy. Bozo had spoken to them, throwing back his head with long, cascading ears. They must obey the master. Pete would thus make a £1.50 profit on each magazine sold for £3. He would chant like a Buddhist the words, "Big issue, buy, buy, buy," over and over again until it became a mantra. Bozo would accompany his master, giving a throaty, audible, lingering growl. The Big Issue was a cultural, thought-provoking magazine. Pete was proud that the Christmas edition featured himself and Bozo wearing reindeer antlers and a bright red festive tartan scarf on the cover. Inside was an article with photos of Big Issue sellers all over England with their beloved dogs. People loved Bozo probably more than poor homeless Pete. They gave willingly with the spirit of Christmas in their hearts. Pete was sad when he thought of Christmas and Boxing Day with Bewley's closed. People with their families would be sitting down to a roast turkey with all the trimmings while he and Bozo went without. No family to speak of. He had quarrelled with his successful father, run away when he was 15 and ended up on the streets succumbing to drugs and worse. Only memories of childhood turkey dinners and the warmth of a real, loving home when his mother was alive. All gone. He and Bozo only had each other, hoping that some kind soul would remember them and bring scraps from their dinner table the next day. Bozo dolefully looked at his master in the eye, growling bow wow, and Pete was sure he heard him say, "Don't worry, master. The Queen of the Bitches will provide." Now, I wrote that one evening, and then it was just before Christmas, and I went shopping, and I forgot to take my phone with me, my iPhone, and I went to Aldi, to buy some things, and there was Bozo. It was extraordinary. It was a dog with a kind of a ruffled collar and a homeless person on the streets, just like I'd written, and I couldn't take a photograph. I was so upset. Never forgotten it. It was almost a psychic experience. Amazing. Really weird. So nice. There we go. I don't know what happened to him. Of course, his name wasn't Pete Maguire, but okay.
Thank you, JILLIANA.
Thank you.